We don't really have a Wally World here or anywhere. Coming right out of our taps here in San Antonio. Check them off. Skeet, skeet. Bathtub caulking. Just disregard that. I don't like loud noises. Pumpkin spice latte, shark thing, whatever. We'll save that for the next guy. Knock all the crunchies off. Remind me not to buy another station wagon. Oh, damn it. Give a rip is getting pretty low at this point. We're just gonna half-ass the rest of it. Welcome back to the Fixin' Rusty YouTube channel. I'm your host, Rusty, and today we are back at it with our 1989 LTD Country Squire station wagon, also known as the Grizz Wagon. And our goal in this video is going to be to make it to Wally World for real. I know we tried in the last video, had a little bit of an issue with the cooling system, so that is the main thing that's going to have to get addressed. But we got a lot of other little things to take care of. We want to kind of do this in style, right? So we need air conditioning. I'm going to work on seeing if we can get the AC charged, get it to kind of marginally work. I've monkeyed around with the vents, the vacuum system under the dash. It's better, it's not perfect. I think we may have some issues with some, the foam deteriorating in there. So that may be part of the problem. Kind of is what it is at this point, right? So we've got a power steering leak that is just a little bit, I think maybe a little cut on the hose or something we got to address. Same thing with the transmission cooler line. I noticed just a little bit of seepage, got to take care of that. What else? Oh, I put new wiper blades on it already. New light under the hood. We got to put the doors back together. We got to get the power windows working in the back. We got to get the power locks working. We've just got some little odds and ends, kind of work through the fuel system again, let it continue to clean itself out. The hard starting fuel pressure loss seems to be a little bit better. So I think maybe the motor purr is doing its thing, kind of, chewing on the garbage that's stuck in those injectors maybe. We referred to it as that in the last video. It's just a vacuum switch that is electrically operated that when the temperature gets to, I believe it's 120 degrees coolant temperature, it opens that valve, which allows the vacuum to operate and do some magic, and the blower fan comes back on. And it basically, long story short, it's completely unnecessary, and what it really does is it just keeps the blower fan from blowing cold air on you, basically. So you don't need it, but we're keeping it. But it will make a good spot to get in here and to put our flush and fill kit so that we can run some fresh water through this thing. At least that is the plan. Y'all didn't think I was gonna wear that Wally World hat the whole episode, did you? It's too hot for that. Somebody want to tell me that one? Fictitious Wally World is in LA. And they make a beanie, but they don't have like a baseball hat version. It's just silly. Doesn't make any sense. Got the garden hose connected. I just turned it on. I haven't even started it yet. And you can see kind of what we're dealing with here. That's after flushing it. So we got our work cut out for us. It's tough to keep going here. See if we can try to get that as clean as possible. All right, here we go. Start it up. See how hard it starts. I have not started it today. Hey, not bad. Okay. All right, we're gonna turn this on hot, high, and sure, mix. It's probably good. Got a good bit there bubbling up for sure. Started way easier. Noticed that yesterday when I started it too. So maybe it's coming around. We might have just driving it and running that motor purr. Maybe it's helping clean those injectors up. I suspect that's probably where the leak down's coming from. Well, I'm just gonna let this run for a little while. Got the heat on high and just let it do its thing. Well, while we're flushing the coolant on this thing, I figured I'd kind of show you what I found under here. I noticed when I pushed on the brake, I heard some hissing, and just hear that idle bump up and that continuous hissing. And idles back down, hissing pretty much goes away, I believe. But anyways, It's the booster. I'm able to stick my finger up in the boot where the brake pedal rod goes through, and I can feel it sucking air right there when I'm holding the pedal down. I hear it pretty good there. So, good news, we're gonna need a booster. Great, more parts. That would also explain why the pedal goes down pretty easy and then gets kind of firm. The brakes do work fine, but that's not ideal. All right, I let that run several rounds. Flushed water through, let it run, flush some more through, let it run. So I'm pretty good with that. Supposed to shake this stuff? What do you do with this? Let's see. Drain it. Drive it. All right, get in there, do your magic. Maybe we should give it a shake. Probably doesn't matter. Doesn't smell too bad. All right, good luck in there. And I know you guys always want to know, and yes, this is distilled water. We have it coming right out of our taps here in San Antonio. Well, doing a quick preliminary check, I went ahead and I pulled the vacuum just for a couple minutes just to get it started. Closed the valve, shut everything off, and right now it's holding. Seems to be holding steady, holding a vacuum, so that's a good sign. Maybe it'll hold Freon long enough to get us to the trip without having to do anything. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this pump back on, open these valves up, let this thing pull the vacuum for a little while. We'll just let it run there for a little bit, and we'll shut this off, let it sit, make sure it's gonna hold-ish, and we'll come back and see if we can't charge it. It's been about a half hour, and the gauges have not moved at all, so I think we're good. Come on, baby. Well, we're finally here. This can tap is garbage. It was an act of Congress to get enough flow from the Freon through this can tap. I tried everything, but it's just not, it doesn't depress this very good. So you have to find just the right spot just to kind of get it to go a little bit. So it took me forever to get a little Freon in there, but we're pretty good. I think we're about between 25 and 30, and I don't know, 220 or so over here. And it's 90 degrees in here in the shop. But it is blowing cold. I just checked that. And we're cranking about, what do we got, 40 degrees? Yeah, just a little under, 38, 40 degrees in the shade here. Feels good. It just, these vents don't put out the most air. So that's still gonna kind of be a work in progress. If we can, we got AC now, but are we gonna have very functional AC when this thing's out in the sun on the highway? So some's better than none. All right, one actuator in, moment of truth. See if it works. I think it's that one. Looks like it. Looks like it. Let's see down in there. Hey-oh, she's working. All right. That's good. We got working power locks on all four. Now we just need to get the one on the tailgate fixed too. Success on one, but I can't get to the tailgate until I open the door, and I don't want to open the door, let all the cold air out, lukewarm air out. So I want to mess with this window motor here next, trying to see if I can figure out how to take this thing apart, get this gear out of it. Here's the kits I ordered for it, and it would appear that they're just stripped out. And it's just a new plate, new plastic or nylon gear, bag of grease. Comes with the metal gear with the tooth. There's an O-ring for something and 3 little plastic cap things for something. I'll have to go through this and see if I can figure out what's what. There's no instructions, so moment of truth. I think that's right. Keep slipping off, but there you go. The woodpecker has repaired another part. Well, good morning and welcome back. Another day on the Grizz Wag here. And I got big news. Yeah, it's big. We got a key. We got a new key. So it works here, it works on the tailgate, and it works on the glove box, but it does not work on the passenger door for whatever reason, but I'm not too worried about that. And I'll take you around here. Got it back together and we got power locks working now on this door. Power windows already work, power mirrors, they work. Everything works on this door, on both front doors now. I'm missing a lens here. Wish I had one of those, but it's not the end of the world. Anyways, I'm gonna hop back on the rear door. I got the window motor done. Saw that yesterday. See if we can get that bolted back in and try that out and make sure that's gonna work. Hopefully that's a success, and if so, then we'll move on to the right rear, do the same thing. It's also same situation. And we're moving closer. I'm just trying to knock out the punch list today. Just check them off. That's the goal anyways. Here we go, motor installed. Did we fix it? I guess it only goes down halfway, it looks like. In the track. Yep. Okay, works. Got a little white lithium grease here. What is this, blaster? Something. Go ahead and shoot a douse of that up in here while we can. Run that. Shoot, this thing might blow off the track with too much lube. Get one more shot down in there. Skeet, skeet. Get in there. Come on, get. Need that straw. Lost it. Anyways, call that good. All right, door panel back on, looking good, tested, everything works. I'm gonna try to mess with this real quick. This was the seat back cover here that looks like they had it held on by bathtub caulking or something, I don't know. I'll try to scrape all that off, and it's just a lot of the clips are missing and gone. Oh, these are long ones. I don't know if I got that or not. I'll see if I can put them back in place, maybe re-clip it. I got some new clips for the door panels, but they're a lot shorter than that. So we're gonna have to figure something out there, but surely we can come up with something to get this panel reinstalled here. And done, little TV magic for you. Had 2 out of the 6 correct clips, but seems to work okay. And just finished up with this right rear window. Let's see if it's gonna work back here. Not bad. Yeah, good enough. Okay, call it done. Been monkeying with this tailgate a little bit, and I gotta show you this, right? This is how it's been opening. We've pretty much got that down. Now, I don't know that the key does anything as far as the tailgate goes, but if you find this lever on the inside here and you give it a good crank and a yank, there you go. Tailgate, just like that. Like magic. So anyways, I already replaced the actuator in here for the power lock. That works. I got to put the trim panel back on, get this finished up, all this stuff together. We got some cleaning to do in here too, looks like. But that's pretty cool. Thought that was neat. Finally figured it out. I thought it had something to do with the key, but apparently it doesn't. One thing I did notice though is you can turn the key all the way to this direction and it will roll the window up all the way on its own. Pretty cool. Magic. Just disregard that. All right, transmission lines done. Power steering lines are done. At least the return hoses, I'll show you what I can show you. This got an external cooler and an internal cooler. So actually the transmission does, not the power steering. What am I talking about? The transmission does. So it runs into the transmission, does its thing, comes back out, runs up here, through and around, and it's got a front cooler, then back around and back down the transmission. Pretty cool. Apparently that's part of the tow package. So is the power steering cooler, my understanding, which is just a tube. There's nothing really to it. But that's why there's two return hoses. They run to the cooler up here. So went ahead and replaced those, transferred everything over. They weren't terrible, but pretty hard. This is the one in question. This was the end here that was leaking down on the reservoir, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of flared out, kind of chewed up. Doesn't look great. I don't think this was the leak, but you never know. But peace of mind, we got new hoses, and I'll let that JB weld set up a little while on that reservoir, and we'll put fluid in it once that's done. All right, I got something silly to show you. This might be the greatest thing I achieve all day, maybe all week. So look closely, okay? Huh? Working windshield washer. May seem silly to you, but it's kind of a big deal to me. Might come in handy. I'm gonna try to polish these headlights. They're a little yellow. At least they're like a plastic cover. These have a sealed beam headlight, but they have like a plastic cover over them, and they're pretty yellow. I'd like to see if I can polish them a little bit, just get it somewhat better maybe. Let me try that real quick. If it doesn't go well, I'm just gonna abandon ship, because this is kind of the part of the whole job that I hate doing. I hate the cleanup and the buffing and the polishing and the waxing. I hate this part of it, but I guess we're kind of getting through the mechanical. I got a few things I gotta wait till I can put power steering fluid in and move it outside. I'm charging the battery. We're gonna wait on a coolant flush. So we're kind of getting down to that stuff before we really drive it. So in the meantime, I figure I'll go ahead and start cleaning it up. Probably should get out the air tools, but they're loud. I don't like loud noises. So I'm gonna use a drill, and I didn't have any more of the small, like in a rougher 5 to 800, 600, 800 grit. So I found some regular DA paper, 800, and cut a circle off that. So just kind of see what it does here, see if it's even aggressive enough to touch anything. Whoa. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's try it again. It's doing something. All right, here's a little before and after. Well, this is the after. Did the low beam here. You can see back up in there pretty clearly. This was a high. I haven't touched it yet. The highs aren't as bad as the lows, at least on that side. And here's your other low beam for comparison. Pretty nasty, pretty yellow still. So I think that's going to work. And there we go. That's done. This is the driver's side, and check the passenger side. Turned out pretty dang good. If you're interested in doing this stuff yourself, I just used 800 grit first. You could probably use like 600 grit too. It's a little more aggressive if you wanted to. Then I went to a 1200. You can probably use anywhere from 1,000 to 15, whatever you got. I just had kind of use what I got. Then I just used a 2,000 and a 3,000 back to back. These are just Trizact style, like knockoff Harbor Freight Trizact soft pad, 2,000, 3,000 for a DA. I just did them by hand. And then of course finished it off. Where is it? Oh, just a kind of a fine cut, medium finish cut foam pad, and just some Pro Speed polish, just on a lighter cut, more of a polish than a cut, just to kind of bring her on around. But I think it turned out pretty dang good. Next project on the list, we got to clean up the interior a little bit. This is the floor mats. You see how nasty that one is. That's the passenger side. Looks like somebody had had their pumpkin spice latte and it got away from them, as you can tell there. We'll see if we can kind of get that a little bit better. And this side's not as bad. So we just, these seats could use a little conditioning. They might be a little bit past condition. They might have sat out in the sun a little too long, but we can lube them up, see if we can do something with it. All right, well, update on the interior, show you how this is going. Here's the mats. I basically didn't try on any of them but this one, the bad one. It's a little bit better, okay. And in here on the carpet, I tried this over here. And again, a little bit better. I used this shark thing, whatever. And it's a little better, but in the, 15, 20, 30 minutes I spent on that, it has clearly come to my attention that I don't give a shit about cleaning carpet, and I don't really care. And I'm not gonna do it anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang the mats out on the fence, and I'm gonna pressure wash the hell out of them. And they'll look brand new once that happens. And then we'll put that in. That'll cover 90% of the floor right there. Problem solved. And then all we really need to do is clean the outside, kind of clean up the jams and get the debris and crap out of there, and run some leather conditioner or something over these seats just to make me feel better about it, and then call it done. This is not gonna be a perfection deal. We'll save that for the next guy. This is gonna be a good enough to get it down the road, get it on poverty tour, get us to Wally World, good enough. All right, update. Been cleaning for a while, and this is about all I have to show for it. Looks a lot better, but man, this thing was nasty. These were black. I mean, these were filthy, but got it vacuumed out, cleaned out, got it, you know, presentable, and it's decent. These trim panels on the side, every time you touch them, they disintegrate, so I had to go through and knock all the crunchies off those, vacuum that up. Jesus, what a freaking mess. Remind me not to buy another station wagon. It's like having to maintain a truck bed back here. Just not ideal. All right, let's get to washing them. Well, back at it. Let's see if we can get the hood and the top half of this roof, top half of this car shined up a little bit. I'm not gonna polish it. I'm just gonna hit it with the, I don't even know how to tie a knot. There we go, got it. It's a little burnt. We're just gonna hit the top of this thing. I'm gonna hit it with the compound. I'm not really even gonna hit it with the polish so I don't have to. It is white, so that's one advantage. White shows everything way less. Whoa. See what it does. Oh, damn it. Great. All right, take two. We'll try it again. Maybe I don't wear it this time. Just be careful when you're hitting the button on your buffer, or you're picking up your buffer not to hit the button, I should say. Remember, kids, keep it flat. Unless you don't want to. This thing's filthy. Compound in my armpit. Well, good news. I can't tell if it's working. Better news. It's white. It's hard to tell if it's working. Sometimes it's a fuel system, and sometimes it's a car wash. Harbor Freight for all your car wash and fuel system needs. Tell you what, whatever's on this paint is not letting go. This one's been tough to buff. But since it's white and my give a rip is getting pretty low at this point, we're just gonna half-ass the rest of it. Perfect. Yeah, that looks better already. All right, hood's done. May not look like a lot, it's because it's not, but it's done. Done as much as I'm gonna do it. And if you squint, the roof looks pretty good. I just washed it by hand. I still want to kind of hit it with the buffer a little bit. But look how straight it is. I saw one ding right here. A little pop knot there. Change of plans. I got bored. I did buff one little spot right there, this strip here. and it shines up good. It's just a pain. I think pretty sure my wool pad is about dead. It's not really cutting much anymore. It's just getting all grimy and nasty. So we're gonna change gears. We're gonna worry about cleaning glass. Why? Because it's like half the car. And if you get the glass clean, the car looks kind of clean. All right, tomorrow's the big day. I think we're ready to give it a shot. Just topped off coolant. Best I could, ran it a while, kept trying to burp it, fill it. Power steering's topped off. So far, things are looking okay. AC is still working today. It's been, you know, a couple days since we charged it, so it's still doing its thing there. I mean, look at these tires. Shined up, looks good. Glass is clean, so that's like, you know, half the car, so looks good. Roof's relatively clean, hood's clean. Got the mats back in it. Night and day difference there. Yeah, it's not ice cold in here, but you basically have two vents doing any of the work, and they're doing about a fourth of the work. But, you know, it's reading in the 40s, so it's not too bad. Cleaned up, you know, about as good as it's going to. Not terrible. I'll take it. And back here was a lot of work. Get that clean, get the glass clean, everything done. So, I don't know. I think we're ready to go. Well, back at it today in the LTD wagon, the Grizzwag. And made a few miles here just cruising around town. So far, so good. Haven't put it on the highway yet or anything. It's just around city driving, probably 35 to 45 mile an hour mostly. And so far, things seem okay. I did pull over. The AC doesn't seem to be blowing quite as cold, but it's blowing about 50 at the vent. It's better than nothing. Anyways, I want to see if we can get it on the interstate, get some miles on it, see what happens. Like I said, we've gone almost 7 miles now, and keep pulling over every 3 or 4 miles, 2 miles, whatever. Checking the temps everywhere. Seems good so far. Nothing I see concerning. No leaks that I really see or anything, other than AC condensation. A little bit of water on the other side, but I think it's probably down in the frame rails from when I pressure washed this thing. But so far, nothing else. So we're gonna keep going and stress it a little bit more, and hopefully not have a failure this time. That'd be nice. Big news though on the home front here. The cruise control works. It seems to work. So that's kind of cool. That could come in handy. All right, now we're merging on I-10 west. Let's see, 55 up to 60. I think I'm good. Kind of just cruising here a minute. Let's try the cruise control again. Yeah, cruise control works. Hell yeah. That might be the best news all day. There's the Ford dealer where we broke down last time. Already past that. Okay, exit off the interstate. We're almost here. Maybe. Pull over here and check and see what our vitals are doing. So far, the gauges look good, meaning there's nothing on them, no lights. And we're still driving, and I don't see a trail of anything behind us or anybody flagging us down yet. Alright, pulled over here. Let's take a look at it, kind of see what we got going on. So far so good. Biggest casualty is the AC temp seems to be getting up close to 60 at the vent, so I don't know if the compressor's still compressing. Things are happening, I don't know. Something to keep an eye on. Check our temps here. Top of the radiator hose, 179, 180, 165, 67. So it's in the minute or two I stopped here, 180. Yeah, it's doing stuff. Top of the radiator over here, 125, 122. Shoot, we're 104, 155. Yeah, this thing's doing fine. It's a cool day out. I mean, not cold, but it's cooler for Texas also. So lower hose, 162. Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's keep driving. Wally World apparently is closed today. But that doesn't mean the Grizz Wagon couldn't make it. Well, that was unfortunate. We made it all the way to Wally World and they're closed. Go figure. That's my luck. That's okay. So far, 17 miles down in the Grizz Wagon. And let's turn this thing around and do some more interstate miles. See if we can get it back home, hopefully in one piece. You know what do they say? If it'll do 10 miles, it'll do 100. Something like that. If it'll do 100, it'll do 1,000. If it'll do 1,000, then it's basically perfect. So, all right, let's get back on the road and see if we can put some miles down. Cruising down the highway at about 70. Cruise control works. We picked up some funny squeaky sound from the dash. I don't know what the hell that is. It doesn't sound too important, but it is annoying. The doors on this thing rattle like crazy. And I'm pretty sure our issue with our AC is the blower fan is not blowing at all now. And I suspect that connector out there in the fire, under the front of the firewall, the plugs probably came out again if I had to guess. So I went ahead and just shut that off. We got a $9 Amazon fan we're rocking here. I'll show you when we get back. That's the setup here to offset the lack of AC vent. Which is national stop. Anyways, I gotta focus here. I've got good news. I've discovered what the wind noise was, or the very annoying flapping sound. That is the weather stripping on the windshield tearing itself loose from the car. It's now flapping on the side, but it is much quieter, so I'll take that. We're going at 75 here. We got 27 miles down. We're just cruising. And go ahead and set Excel. Wait, on, set Excel. Okay, does that work? Yep. It works. Cruise works great. Okay, let's keep going. All right, we made it back. Moment of truth. Let's check some temps and see what's going on here. 182, 183. I mean, right on the money. 170, 185, 188. It's got a 190, I think, in it. So, I mean, shoot, it's bouncing around right where it's supposed to. Yeah, 140 down there. 130, 120. We're good. I mean, 110. This thing's as consistent as can be every time I've checked it. This whole ride we've been, man, consistent as can be, which is what you want. I don't know. Maybe it's fixed. It's at least different. I think it still qualifies for a Wally World sticker, even though they were closed. Go ahead and add that guy there. But we will put the asterisk beside it here. Sorry, folks. Park's closed. Womp womp womp. Boo. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks to everybody for coming back, for checking this one out. This was a fun one. We got a lot of the bugs and kinks worked out of it. I think we put down 32 miles round trip with no issues other than the blower fan, which, that's minor. But the car ran good, didn't overheat, didn't even show any signs of overheating, so that's a win. Not done yet with this car. I've got a bunch of little things just here and there to go clean up as we go, and I got about a month to drive it around, beat on it, put some miles on it, make sure it's ready to go for the roughly 3,000 plus mile trip for this year's Poverty Tour, Pole Barn Garage Poverty Tour. So let me know in the comments if anybody's going. Be cool to see some people along the way. And I think that's it. We made it to Wally World. Wally World was closed. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. See you on the next one.